Deep in the center of the cellular city, past the mitochondria, past the bustling highways, lies a fortress, the nucleus, the restricted zone. Inside are the archives, the library of life. Science calls this DNA. 6 feet of code coiled inside a space smaller than a speck of dust. 3 billion letters. A manual that contains instructions for everything you are. But the Rishis of ancient India saw something deeper. They didn't just see instructions. They saw memory. They saw karma. They called it the Akashic Records, the cosmic library where every thought, every action, and every vibration is stored. For decades, scientists thought this library was fixed. They called it genetic determinism. Your fate is written in stone. But new science has revealed a stunning truth. The library is alive. The books are constantly being edited. This is the science of epigenetics. Above your DNA sit chemical markers, tiny switches. They decide which chapters are read and which are ignored. Think of them as the scribes of fate. And what tells these scribes what to write? You do. Your environment, your diet, your stress, your thoughts. Repeated anger, chronic stress. The scribes mark a chapter of inflammation. This is the biological proof of karma. Yath Karma, Tatha Phalam. As the action, so the result. Your choices today literally rewrite the code of your body for tomorrow. But the library is under attack. Every day your DNA suffers thousands of cuts, radiation, toxins, the smoke of the metabolic fire. Usually the librarians fix it. Repair enzymes rush in, stitching the code back together, maintaining the dharma of the cell. But as we age, the librarians grow tired. They make mistakes. The instructions become garbled. This is mutation, a corruption of the text. The cell forgets its dharma, and a confused cell is a dangerous cell. This is the seed of chaos, the beginning of cancer, the beginning of adharma, errors that your grandchildren may inherit. The library is crumbling, the instructions are fading, and when the code is lost, the city loses its way. But the body has one final defense, a communication network so fast, so subtle, that science is only just beginning to understand it. A network older than language, older than thought, the whisper of the nerves, the lightning of the nadis. In the next episode, we trace the spark of consciousness itself,